Ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing you cancer.rep. Yes, that's right, this file name is literally cancer.rep because it was submitted by TheShambler, and he says this is the saltiest he's ever gotten. So I hope you guys are in for a lovely April Fool's cast. Now, I say April Fool's, I'm recording this on the 1st of April. I don't think I'm actually uploading it then, though. I think it's going to go live the next day. But you know what? We'll see how it goes. Definitely not updated. I guess they're talking about the mineral counts. I believe Sinusoid, which is the map we're playing on, was actually updated. And this is the mineral counts that that Veek decided was good, but I could actually be totally wrong about that. So maybe he'll post a comment later. We do have the initial scouting, which is happening with Mesk on the bottom team alongside TheShambler. And Beaver scouting out TheShambler on the right side because TheBeaver is with new PC number 3, which is, of course, Keyan. We saw him moving his workers one by one. I think that's him getting acclimatized to his new PC, as his name implies. So, yeah, there is some silliness that I was told to watch out for in this game. It's also long, kind of long as fuck, actually. So I will expect that we do some speeding up later on, maybe. Who knows? Who knows how it goes, right? But for now, TheShambler is leading the way in the APM department. What a Chad. Meanwhile, how long? I mean, it's going to be a while before he's got 150 minerals because of the low mineral patch count, and this is before I accelerated the early game. TheBeaver is doing a similar antic here with his barracks in a pretty solid setup, and I did hear a cancel of some kind. It seems like it was this being canceled. Question mark. It's drawn the confusion of his ally. He's soon to be confused for a few reasons. Sue. Sue Brackett. Is he responding to being... I don't know, he's got a second one. I assume he's going to follow up with vassals. We have some Zethrakors. I think this is out of his vision range. But who knows? We have a couple Cyprians coming out of this, so this is going to be real silly. Brutalized. Yeah, this is also before the worker adjustments, too, so this is a very old patch, actually. Not to worry, though. By very old, I, of course, just mean... Oh, my god, he's actually going to kill this with just a few Zethrakors. That's pretty good, honestly. Like, you know, we all think, oh, double Warden, but the second one wasn't finished in time, and the Scribe was not the body blocker. So that doesn't end up being particularly successful. Meanwhile, Beaver seems to have been similarly foiled. I mean, he's got 3 Cyprians in the bunker. He's going to go ahead and repair it up with his proxier. You cheesy bastards. I guess he's also talking about Mesk in the same moment. Now, this Mason is dead because as soon as the Cyprians realize that it's there, they will, of course, tickle it to death. So that's pretty poor placement there. And now, at this point, he's probably good for maybe 2 kills here before the bunker pops. Oh, actually, he gets another one. So, you know what? This is still on. This is still game on. The barracks is floating away, but 2 Cyprians loose in the mineral line. They should be good for a couple of worker kills here. Zethrakor is trying to do the same thing, and followed by some Naths, actually. So, Keyan and Mesk will be duking it out with a Kagan colony mutating. There's nothing back home. Oh, the vassals were tickling Beaver. That's why. Okay, no response here besides a immediate dive. Okay, so this is pretty solid because Keyan is essentially like, Beaver is still in the game, even though it's a little bit rough for him. But Mesk is very likely to just get totally destroyed, right? Because TheShambler has nothing. He has absolutely nothing right now. So losing the pylon means that there's no power over here. There's nothing down on this one. Obviously, all the defenses had to get canceled. And only 99 minerals here means that there's absolutely no... Yeah, Mesk is just dead. He's out of the game. It is GG. And so, yeah. I mean, it'll be really shocking to see exactly how this game could possibly go on for a long amount of time. Because with that Nexus falling, there is no way for Mesk to do anything. All he can do is take all of his scribes and fuck off. So he's canceled his vassals, but that still doesn't give him enough money for anything, right? Like, he can put 3 pylons down. He can't even build like a warden or something, right? Now, he does have a bunch of vassals out. So he is microing around in that department, you know, clearing out the workers, forcing them to burrow. A bunker is on the way. He could dive onto this, but it doesn't seem very intelligent, especially now that they're in the bunker. Yeah, so it's just a flat out GG in that department. But you know what? He's managing the economy of Beaver, and he's also stopped any mining at all from Keyan for a very long amount of time. So he's also got a manifold. So yeah, at this point, the Shambler is just messed up. This actually enters us into an interesting conversation about stuff like, you know, should you be able to give your allies resources and whatnot. I'm not really sure. Like, I tend to avoid the idea of that because I really don't like all of the stupid shit that it opens up possibilities for, right? Like, you think about the possibilities that you have by default when you do that, and now it's like, oh, I can feed one player with a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? Ooh, Ahmed. Actually getting a kill there with the damage over time. Not too shabby. He can put the manifold in the bunker to help out there. And yeah, only good for a single worker kill there, so that's actually pretty spooky. I mean, the scribes aren't super beefy. Obviously, they will die to en masse to the Cyprian in the bunker, but they can at least do some tanking while the Cyprians finish it off, and there's nothing here to repair it because this is just landed in an ally's base, right? But yeah, it's like, you know, would it really be valuable for the Shambler to harvest enough resources and get Mesk back into the game that way? I don't really think so, you know? I think probably not. Now, what would be funny is if all these scribes march off to the top left and then, like, force the Quasis to get out of position or something. I don't know what's going to happen here. But this is kind of what you have to do, right? Shambler's also confirming only one base for Beaver, at least as far as they've seen. This is not really a map where you can successfully do a lot of crazy shit with... not going after the Cyprians is a bit of a mistake there. But again, here we have the scribes charging forward just so that you can kill the bunker with the Cyprians. There's two more on the way. There you go. A lot of scribes actually stayed alive even through all of that. And not a single one of them could focus on the... Yeah, now the manifold's up here. So I think this is trading the players effectively. And there's really not a whole lot that Beaver is going to be able to do. You can see him building a bunker again back at home, doing his best. And he's got some units out here with a stim. He should be able to thin the herd of the Cyprians a little bit. And yeah, especially with these Nathacores out, it's actually going to get... Oh, wait, no, they clump up all on top of the Cyprians, so they're dead pretty much. There's a couple of them left. So, you know, okay, it's not a total disaster. I mean, all the workers ended up dying. The vassals are still here. All right, so they're actually held at an arm's length, which is quite surprising. He can obviously unburrow his workers in his expo and get back to mining. He does have... what an autistic... Yeah, that was everything that Mesk had. He's totally out of the game now. So, at this point, all he's going to be doing is selecting units and looking at the map. And... awkward stuff, right? But look at that. He even evacuated a couple. It's fine. I trust in you. It's true. Maverick getting scouted out there. Okay. So, I have no idea how this game could possibly go on. Guys, I still have the replay progress bar. We haven't implemented something. Yeah, 37 gas, by the way. I haven't implemented anything that disables the replay progress bar, so I have no way of not knowing how long the game is. We have, like, it is not even 3 full bricks of the progress bar. That's how early we are into this castover. So I don't know how it could possibly go on for long, but I'm sure it involves a lot of stupid. At this point, though, can Shambler really be salty? Like, he's in a 1v2. He's got 1 base. The Zerg has 2. Okay, this bunker's going to go down very quickly. It's only got 1 Cyprian in it as well. Yeah, this attack force looks quite spooky, actually. Maybe this one is the one to eliminate Keyan, because between the Hurricanes on the front line and just all of the Cyprians on the back line, you know, the mines are not placed in a super helpful position. You might want to push them somewhere else. But yeah, the Quasrock goes down. I think if I'm Keyan, with the money I have, I'm, you know, taking a base in here or something You know, just so that I can save. Yeah, it looks like he's got the same idea. Wow, exactly that. I swear I didn't watch this before, guys. Oh, shit! That's why you don't put the mines there! You got owned. Totally brutalized. A single Huracan stands tall with 3 health. Big fan of 3. He's going to keep pumping the harvest. Now, he could also, like, burrow a worker over here or something, and then, like, just retake the space after, but obviously very, very, very far away. He's got the minerals is what I'm thinking. So now Keyan is not out of the game, but he's effectively removed from the game for a period of time. Meanwhile, Beaver still not really able to take any bases. He could go drop a treasury and start like building more workers. That would probably be the smartest move. This patch did have the treasury at tier 1, I'm pretty sure, but I also could be wrong about that. And we do have a command center in the bottom right, the Chad Cyprian. Oh! More like Chad Ahmed. Yeah, and Mesk is correctly reading that. I think his intuition is based on the fact that Keyan would otherwise probably be raging or, like, otherwise, you know, commenting on how stupid stuff was or whatever. Oh, dude, you stood on top of the mine, so it took splash damage. That's crazy. All right, well, there goes all the Chads. Totally dead. There's one with 5 HP. Could get owned. Could get owned by a single shot from the Maverick. Big fan. Nath scouting. Nibbling. All right, well. He's going to lose a Mason to this, I think. Yeah. One last nibble for the road. Very funny. Well, you know what? That's okay. He was tickled. He was sassed. He's got workers, and he's not putting onto the harvest for whatever reason. What is he doing? Ah, right. He's got some bank. Okay. So he's setting up some defenses. At this point, I would kind of hope that my ally can do that, but because I've got literally nothing. I need all of the workers I can get. And since the economics are kind of slow right now, like this is the slower version, right? So this is rough. He's got 2 workers. Now, at the same time, he is revealing that this is where the next attack is coming from. So maybe like the Cyprian bunker can be dropped over here for the range, and then the other thing can be there. But yeah, they're going to see the creep, the Kagra. Oh yeah, they are dropping at it. I don't know if both bunkers dropping over here makes sense. The height advantage is useful, but I don't know if you would hit everything. Like, theoretically, Shambler could come down here and just kill the workers, and then Keyan could do nothing because he had no money. So he didn't have enough units to sacrifice through all that, but I feel like he could have made that move. This Maverick is about to get sandwiched somehow. Fuck you, Ahmed. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. The bunkers keep doing a dance. There's obviously more vultures being built. Still no expansion from Beaver. I have no idea what is going on at this point, guys. I'm going to be honest. We do have a capped geyser in the main for the Shambler. And there's more bases where he can take gas. You know, Treasury obviously is a good spot for a good thing for over there. Now, they correctly identify that Keyan is 1-basing. It didn't have to be. Yeah, they say 2-basing most, so they don't know for sure, but they're pretty sure. Somehow Keyan is not immediately tasking workers, even though he literally can do nothing else. So I'm kind of impressed by that, but that's okay. Looks like there will be a base setup over here because this command center is being built for the Shambler in his natural, so he's going to just lift it off and float it over there. This Vulture could have gotten a Mason kill, but didn't have the micro, didn't have the guts. Looks like there will be a Spraith over here. I would be so greedy at this point because otherwise it's going to take so long to get back into the game, to be honest. But you know what? Keyan's more like a slow and steady kind of guy. He's skirting around over here. Well, ambitious. Ambitious. So there you go. Cyprian's into the bunker. The Nathrakor showing up will definitely provoke Watchdogs, which, you know, not a bad move because then he's like forced to spending defenses and stuff. These idle workers really could be like, they could even be fucking distance mining. They could be fully saturating this base. Beaver could definitely have more stuff going for him, but kind of getting owned here. Kind of getting bamboozled. Now, them staying over here does mean, of course, that the Cyprians are going to get next to nothing when they do attack. I'm kind of surprised the Goliath isn't in the bunker, because versus Cyprians as Terran, you want to get as much range as possible. And the Goliath obviously has, well, I don't know why it says 3 range. That's a funny bug. I don't know how it can possibly say 3 range. I promise you guys they have proper range. They have 7 range. But for some reason the tooltip just says 3. So that's a question for Veek. And there you go, treasury being built over there. So confirming that it is available at tier 1. Kind of surprising that it wasn't used before by either of the Terran players. All right, we've got a very silly game on our hands. I hope everybody's strapped in. And you know what? If you think this kind of game is stupid, then I agree. And if you think you want games that are exactly this stupid to be cast in the future, well, one of the things that lets me do these casts is your generous donations over on the coffee page, which is, of course, to the right of my head. And so now I will sip some coffee as a way to remind you that coffee as a page exists. This is an annoying tile bug. We can't really figure out why this happens. But eventually we'll figure that out. The extra circuits here, I'm not really sure. I mean, their placement is a bit awkward. You'd want to form a line, right? So, because it's a bunch of ranged units as Terran. So, like, this one isn't too bad, right? But he's going super ham on defense. He has no actual units, though. Like, he could definitely have traded in, 2 of these Kagrants at a little bit of waiting time for a Quasrock, I understand he wants to feel safe, but actually with these, well, I guess only one of those bunkers has any units in it. But if he throws 4 Cyprians into this bunker, that's going to help them feel pretty safe, I think, from any encroaching units. There's also mines and etc. Atlas going down with a Trojan and a Star Pad. So he's going to be looking to do some drops, which could very heavily do some damage here, I think. And yeah, otherwise this game has more or less stabilized. Mesk is being quite helpful with his suggestions. However, he puts way too much faith in his opponents. I mean, technically you can say that you're getting Zorka's tech, but there is no Atlas. There is an Atlas for Shambler, right? He's clearly the most powerful player in the game. Too many feet. That's true. 3 many feet, actually. What is he even going to do with Zorkiz? What is his plan? Maybe he's going like Kizilisk? That would make some sense. It's just that it's so much gas. Like, it takes a lot, right? And he's only got 1 base. He's getting a Quasrock pool as part of his Sim City, which is fine. There's going to be some more mines put down, no doubt, by these vultures. Antseal coming out for something. I kind of suspected a Wraith so that you could like fly over his base and see what he's got. And then if it's destroyed, either an Antseal or an Atlas detected it, but obviously the Atlas will show up on the minimap when you, it'll show up as a Fog of War spray, right? We do eventually want units to have Fog of War sprites. We had an early version of it, but it was definitely causing desync, so we had to revise it at some point. Taking a 4th base is the Shambler as he adds a 2nd Fulcrum. Still got 5 barracks, pumping out units, and going for a captaincy. So the Shambler tries to play with honor. We'll see how whether his honor is intact at the end of this game. He's said, I'm pretty sure he's complaining about ion cans, but there's an outside chance he was actually complaining about the Apostles. I'm not really sure about that one. Like, I have no idea. I don't know which one happens, but he hates using Apostles because he knows that they're like pending some changes, right? And he hates using ion cannons for the same reason. So he's locking himself out of some of the most powerful aspects of the current Terran tech tree as of this patch. And since then, ion cannons have already been revised. So if you, like me and like the rest of the community, were feeling like, ion cannons were BS in some capacity, well, you need not be afraid. We've already made some steps to resolve that. Now, judging by the resources here, Beaver is not in a position to tech, but he could drop a treasury over here and maybe expand into his ally's main if he can take this territory. Looks like he was maybe trying to do that, but he should definitely try to take this base. And, his ally's got a Lakizilisk. Slowly farming up enough resources to get another one. I would even maybe put a macro hatch like right here or maybe back here to avoid blocking my allies' paths. Just so that I have more larvae at my disposal, right? Avaleth transporting a Droleth, heading over in this direction, but there's already a Maverick sitting there. So yeah, that's the thing about this map, and this is fine. Like, it's not a problem per se. It's just something that you guys should know. Is in this map you can't really do a secret expansion. Like, it's super. There's nothing on an island. Everything is. Yeah. Okay. That was not a noticed, right? So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, looks like he'll drop it. No, he's gonna take this bottom left base. Okay, he's very cheeky, very silly. With no, now there were ant seals, right? I think. No, I was only seeing ant seals from Beaver. Okay, the Trojan is here. He's preparing a Madrigal drop. It's funny that he's like, dude, some things are just too busted and broken, like ion cannons and reclamation via Apostle. But I'm honorable. I won't use any of that. Meanwhile, I mean, it is possible to defend against this. Actually, I don't see how it could possibly land over here, for example. There's a Maverick drop that's just going to get totally annihilated. See ya. Kind of satisfying when it unloads all the units in, so you can actually see what was in it. Trojan died. You can't say that as he's moving his Trojan. Dude, that's rude. Actually, this Circuit is even in a pretty solid position. I think where they would unload, they would even be in range of this Lakizalisk. So, not bad. Unfortunately, no reaction, no burrow or anything. Obviously, burrow would have saved all of those workers. So, that's actually not even too terrible for Keyan. I mean, yeah, they were able to kill one Trojan. That was completely... I don't know. I mean, you literally just control-click the workers and hit burrow as Zerg. Well, it's they're slap fighting. They're being silly. Number 2. Hey, that's number 3 actually. I lost a Madrigal and microed the shit out of it. What? I guess he means the... What is exactly constituting microing in this case? He right-clicked it and then spam left-clicked the Madrigal... the unload Madrigal button or something? Maybe that's what he means. He didn't look like he was microing it whatsoever. So. Hey, there's a burrowed worker there. Unburrow it. Oh, okay. He found him. He's got some metal workers there too. Has to reset his gas so he can keep building units. All right. Ahmed is holding down the fort. Meanwhile, this base. What? What the fuck? I don't know what this is doing. He's got to use his brain somehow, right? So all these captaincies are out. 4 bases here. No 5th base in sight, but probably not necessary. Still no Atlas for Beaver, is that right? Kind of weird. Kind of wild. But he is taking a 3rd base. He's got this as his, like, and a half, you know. Here come all of the vultures sicking on the Madrigals. No, never mind, they attack move. They could have killed this. It's like one vulture hit away from death, so a bit odd. But, you know, it doesn't necessarily matter. Taste the Amked. That's what I say to myself all the time. Oh! Amked is tasty. Oh! Oh! Totally destroyed, honestly. What the fuck? Wait for it. Oh, never mind. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Pretty awkward. I mean, you know, he did some damage. He obviously depleted the minefield, I guess. And he has only got 1 fulcrum, so... Dude, these workers sitting here is just triggering me. Especially since you have territory over here. I know that there's, like, transports, so you're worried about another Madrigal drop. But, oh, okay, this is after the castover that you saw Mesk do. So there is that. Datala going down, so maybe Ion Cannon... I ain't doing that. Dude, losing hope. I like that the Daedal is going down for Shambler at the same time as the Atlas is going down for Beaver. That's the state of this game. These players are too afraid to face each other directly. Beaver's basically brought, you know, his kid brother to fight or something, you know? They found it. Well, there you go. It's, what? Ping. I don't know what the ping was. Somebody pinged. Why are they pinging that? Ping what? Ping wing? Oh no, it's wing ding. Here come the madcaps. Yeah, this base is toast. But don't worry, he's taking a natural over here. See? Guys, you can rebuild. Brutal. This base is clearly not meant for you to proxy / sneak, but it was a good attempt. I like the idea. As soon as you find it, it's just too hard to actually defend it, right? So all the workers died, no burrows. Although if I'm the Shambler, I'm checking the general vicinity with my units or sending an Anseal down there or whatever. But I don't think he has an Anseal. He does have a Daedal. He is getting Iron Foundries out, so there's that. I can't believe this game is actually going on this way. Beaver is 700 out of 1200 gas, so he could be there soon. He could be to his Daedal. He could be rushing straight to tier 3. He's taking up the whole top strip, besides the space, of course. But maybe he's saving these front bases for his ally. You know, that's Keyan's responsibility. He's got Zethra cores out, and they died to Ahmed. Ahmed held them at bay. This is a whack game. 3 Iron Foundries. That's 3. What will they be building? That's the question. Oh, here we go. We found a Trojan. There was nothing in it. I'm not even sure that the Shambler noticed. Dot is a good response. Nothing in it. Yeah, it was a scout. He was using it to scout instead of a much cheaper Wraith. Does have a Phalanx out, finally. It's tier 2. And yeah, oh, look at that. He's almost the way. He's all the way there, pretty much. Just needs a little bit more gas, and he'll be dropping his own Daedal. And we can already theorize what might happen as a result. So if people are curious about the revision to the Ion Cannon, I guess I can use this opportunity to talk about it, since that's basically what I'm prophesizing here. The Ion Cannon revision conceptually was always that it would fire a targeting beacon, and that targeting beacon would also be where the eventual laser would appear. And that is essentially what we have now. So it fires a projectile which currently just disappears. I will eventually hook up like a weight so that it is persisting. Like it's just going to be a single frame thing or whatever. Right now I'm duplicating the Vulture fragmentation grenade graphic. But it shouldn't be too impossible to hook something up so that it actually persists. Anyway, eventually we're going to have our own graphic for it, right? And interestingly enough, the Shambler is building Paladins and Cuirasses. So, very immobile army. Funnily, it's funny that Ion Cannon... I mean, Terran in general, they're not super good at dealing with Terran stuff. Like, they can't... Like, you can break sieges, right? With other artillery and stuff, but it does seem a bit awkward. No. Here's a Wraith. Looking around. Daedal about halfway done almost by Beaver. So soon our Terran opponents will be on the same tech. Will we see an Iral Iris ever? A single Madcap tickling? Confirmed sighting of a second base for Keyan. Now here come all the Madcaps, and his Lachezilisks are like buried in weird spots, so this is going to be painful, I think. Of course, there's way more where that came from. The Phalanxes can't really help. Like, they can maybe station themselves over here instead, but that's pretty much it. And yeah, this Atrosk is just going to get focused down quite heavily. Brutal. Well, at least that one didn't kill a bunch of workers. That would have been bad. So he pulls his workers back. He will expand another day. Live to fight another day. So yeah, the Hammerfall beacon is what I'm calling it now. But the basic idea behind the ion cannon targeter is it fires away Wraith. I don't actually know where it is. Oh yeah, here it is. So yeah, it fires away. It does a thing. And no way, this is gonna kill it, right? No, never mind. He can't. Not an aggro range, bro. And there's our first ion cannon, as a matter of fact. Online, bro. I can only imagine Shambler's reaction as soon as the very first one fires off, honestly. So what I'm seeing people do sometimes is they will go for treasuries over command centers, and sometimes they won't even bother with the add-on, right? Like, Beaver hasn't done the add-on at all for the quarry, which allows you to build more masons. That's like a parallel production queue for workers. What Beaver is communicating to me here is that he doesn't really need to rebuild his workers. Like, he doesn't care about insulating himself against that. He just needs to, like, he wants to get the base up and running as fast as possible, right? It's 50 seconds on the current patch to build a treasury. I think it's on this patch, it's 45 seconds. And anyway, the main idea... yeah, they're hanging, dude. Stupid. So yeah, the main idea is... you basically have a situation where you can build it a little bit faster. His is like 75 seconds, I believe. So, for a command center. Here come the siege. Paladins out. Olympians out. One phalanx in the back. Anseal's trying to defend. Instantly eviscerated by splash damage because that still doesn't get blocked. And maybe it never will. Olympian's actually able to survive a spider mine to the head. So that's pretty neat. Pretty much instantly destroyed. This base not able to stay alive. And a pretty big amount of these units not really able to... here we go. This force getting mopped up. Skither Corps is on the way. You know, it sounds silly, but the Skither Corps could also pretty easily just... like, mop up a bunch of these units by entering into melee range and having the Paladin splash them, right? The April 1st patch, because I'm not calling it April Fools, because it's not April Fools. It's a patch, bro. Dude, so close. Yeah, this is actually turning into a very costly attack. We have a third Ion going down. There is a Parthenon with a Talus completed. And there's some Sentinels being built on this side. Oof! The Cuirasses charging forward to absorb the damage is quite good. I like that one. So yeah, another revision that we did, obviously, is that since the targeting beacon is the idea for the Ion Cannon, it will launch the beacon, and even if the unit dies or falls out of vision or whatever, it's still going to attack the beacon. So that's the key detail. It might mean that eventually we allow you to like pick a target within the fog of that you have, you know, in vision, and just launch a beacon there or whatever, like in anticipation of what might show up, right? So that could also happen, but I don't know how well people would micro their ion cannons, but you know, that could be an interesting little flourish. There's still a couple of things we have to do to implement it, like we have to make it so that it only starts the firing sequence when the beacon lands. And since the beacon comes from the ion cannon, currently that's just part of an animation, right? So basically what you would see is the ion cannons would fire and then immediately start their attack sequence. They'd fire the beacon, immediately start the attack sequence, and then even if the beacon has to take like a second or longer to actually land, it's still quite difficult, right? Making some headway over here. However, there's nothing for the ion cannons to target on the south side, so... I don't know what was going on there. Oh, shit! Tapped. You got any others? No, no others. Okay. Now, the Skither Corps are hungry. They smell blood. Such a cringe message. focusing down the high HP one to establish dominance. And look at that. They cleaned them up. No problems there. Besides the fact that you lost this base, and this base. And also this base temporarily, and then only just now reestablished it. Besides that fact, you know, pretty all right. What is Shambler's state? No 0.5 tech. Where's his atlas? I don't even remember where but he must have lifted it off and moved it somewhere. Wait, seriously, where did it go? Did I miss it? Am I dumb? Oh yeah, it's right there. Okay. Together core is getting cleaned up. Command center being put down on the mid left. And guys, I'm gonna have to start fast forwarding pretty soon because I have a talk show to do, and this we're 35.5 minutes in, or whatever, like 35:15 as it says on the top left, and we're about halfway through this replay. Not even halfway through this replay, so I definitely don't have time to fucking sit around. But that's okay, because we get to talk about, you know, ion cannons as they increase in quantity. The cuirasses, as an idea, obviously they're a goofy looking graphic compared to like the paladin. They should probably be the same size as the paladin. You know what I mean? So it definitely seems like that would give them a little bit more gravitas. And also make it seem like they could actually take the hits that they take. Like currently they're the size of maybe a phalanx or something, but they have way more survivability. Keyan once again going for another base. Only a 4th ion cannon being added. Not a crazy number. Look at that. He's taking his main back. Of course, it'll instantly get stamped on, but at least he's got the Zetracores guarding this area. Probably the biggest thing that you could see out of, like, you know, Beaver here is if he was using his Wraiths to just, like, repeatedly move around the map. Even if he had them on patrol, which obviously makes them attack, it would still maybe spot for ion cannons. It would definitely give him a bit of an advance warning. At this point, they have no idea that there's an attack force massing up basically on their doorstep. This Droleth might reveal it, but yeah, it looks like a single Olympian will at least be revealed. It is on attack move. And so yeah, at this point, Keyan will be aware, probably send off some messages. I still don't actually know how Brood War decides to keep allied messages. I think it's of whoever submits the replay. So we don't get Beaver and Keyan's banter back and forth or whatever, assuming they were using that. Yeah, if these were Vorver cores, they might survive a little bit longer, and then you could actually have the Paladin splash, right? But I was also thinking that maybe the Paladin should fire an artillery beacon as well, the same way that the Ion Cannon currently does. But it does make the units significantly more difficult to use or whatever, so who knows. Now, on this version, the cooldown for the Ion Cannon is 10 seconds. So it's you know, it takes more time for them to fire off. Now, this is obviously going to be very different because I've reverted this change in the new version, right? In the April 1st version. Because you can bait their shots out just by existing, right? I like that there's a Mason stuck in there. We also, theoretically, have fixed this issue. That was something that DF was able to investigate. He clued me in on what might be needed to change. And on a cursory inspection, I wasn't able to see it happening anymore. So hopefully that is indeed the case. Beaver will go ahead and drop a treasury over here. And that's pretty much it. I guess we'll go ahead and fast forward until we see some more stuff. Here we go. The march is on. There's 4 ion cannons here. Only one of them in range? No, 2. Okay. Oof. There's some slapping happening, but it looks like he should be able to deny this base. And the little labyrinth of sentinels over here doing some okay work. There you go. See, all you need is throwing the cuirasses at them, because obviously the ion cannons just keep targeting them, right? So he has, like, you know, 10 more of those. It could be quite good. He is building some more. Hey, he's got an Aeon. Oh, never mind. He changes it up. Anti-Chthon. Okay. All right. More ion cannons. This was scouted out by the Wraith. This is the 5th ion cannon of the match. I have double y'all's bases, and I can't break you. I mean, I don't know that the ion cannons are actually the issue here. The unit targeting thing is pretty frustrating, but not only, I mean, you obviously can get by it with a little bit of micro, but the biggest issue that I'm seeing here is that he has the cuirasses, and he's sort of like not necessarily splitting them so that they die in fewer hits, but he's also not sinking them on the front line. Like I don't even know if he noticed, but when he sent the cuirass over here and it blew up like infantry and a sentinel, like okay, that's not a huge cost, but you imagine you scale that up, you know? Yeah, I don't think that this treasury is gonna escape necessarily. Oh yeah, it looks like Shambler will allow it. What a nice boy. Keyan building a wall. Oof! The 10-second firing time also means that at this stage of the unit's balance, the critical mass you need to get an impenetrable wall of ion cannons is a little bit higher, right? He has a cool idea with the Anti-Chthon. He obviously wants to like revive his units such that they can get a second shot at actually attacking. And that's, you know, interesting. That's fine. The biggest issue being it's very slow, right? I would actually think Aeons would be more adept at this because you would be able to fire attacks or whatever. I actually don't think that the Shambler can spam ion cannons and win at this stage necessarily. He needs to aggress into the enemy base. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they would actually, you know, if you build a bunch of them, well, I guess you can't really build them over here. If you built a bunch of them like on the left side or whatever and just encroached, maybe it could work. It would be a very Tismic way to win. But yeah. More ion cannons tickling. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like one cuirass occupied, I think, 3 ion cannons, and it's still not even dead. So it's going to go for 2 more shots before it dies. Maybe even more. It's actually going to finish the... Yeah, it's going to finish the thing. So, oh, I guess they lost vision of it or something somehow. I don't know why they aren't shooting it. Like, this is a huge, you know, definitely something that can happen. Oh, okay. He's just barely out of vision. That must be what's happening here. The Sentinel doesn't have a crazy amount of vision. Yeah, there you go. There you go. See, 1 cuirass takes 3 ion cannons to put down. That's a great unit to use in this particular case. Especially if you can get it onto the front line somewhat fast, right? No. But, you know, silly. My brother is at orientation for a new job, and he says, I feel like I'm at high school waiting for the class to end. So that is his commentary to add to this cast over. Let's fast forward. We do have another army taking shape. Many more cuirasses. Well, I say many. It's only like 5. Oh, He's not bringing any detection to deal with the wraiths, so... For now, he is Cucko. And, of course, they're clumped up. Trying to focus down the ion cannon without splitting. Yeah, split this top one, too, and then you'll be in a pretty good spot. Oh, look, he got one, but... Yeah, not quite enough. I don't know if he even got the Wraith. No, the Wraith is still over there. Man, the anger. The salt is flowing, boys. The typing has begun. New PC number 3 versus new keyboard number 3 because he typed the old one to death. Had to buy a new one in the middle of this game. Oh shit! Is he breaking his honor? Is he going to do... Oh my god! Look! Picture of the Shambler breaking the law! Breaking his own code of ethics. Oh, I heard an ion cannon blast. Dude, we're still so fucking late to the party. There's still so much more time to watch gameplay. Here we go. Mute is out. Calca's out. Getting shredded. Ion cannons firing. Ah, yes. Pick off the cuirasses. That'll be good. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, you love to see it, honestly. Just a fucking ocean of ions. There you go. Doing his best. Fitting as many units as he can. Oh, Where my Wraith at? Here it is. Got a couple of Wraiths here. What the fuck? Yeah, I feel like this is almost like the castover version of my supercuts, you know? It's like, let me just like skip ahead into the timeline and see what happens. Ah, yes. I'll take that. Oh no. He's just instantly butchered. Oh. Oh, he's got more. Yeah, float over the base. Yeah. All the ion fields killing the workers. No. Yeah. Yeah, you can go now. I don't know what's happening. It's pretty funny, though. Oh, okay. One of the ion cannons went down. These two are getting slapped. Ooh! And the response. Ooh! Oh, he salvaged the workers, at least. What the... Oh, man. Alright, boys. Begun the Ion Wars have, apparently. Oh, no. The shadow looks fucking weird, but it's just because it's not casting on itself, right? Broodwar can't afford things like that. Maybe we could actually have DF bake that in somehow? Not sure. Oh, Skittercores are out, revealing more ion cannons. That could have been really, really good if he stationed himself like in the middle here, because then a lot of the shots would have hit directly onto that ion cannon. Not a bad idea, not a bad move. And Skittercores are a pretty solid unit for that, but if you had Kafralasks, what I would even recommend is Vithralisks, because obviously the ion cannons are going to shoot them. Oh my god. But they don't really pose a threat, and they're so fucking tanky. So you can just like float them over here or whatever, right? But I think Keyan is a ways off of that. He does have an Iral Iris, but he's a ways off from being able to afford that. Okay. Putting out fires simulator. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, here we go. Retaliate! Okay. That's all. A shot across the bow. Stuff's blowing up. Yeah, too bad ion cannons still don't have... Yeah. Too bad the... Yeah, too bad. Too bad in general. Ooh! Ah! Yeah, that'll die to the ion field. The other one might burn down to the ion field? Yeah. I mean, obviously it can be repaired. What the fuck? Dude, Shambler's very angry. His worker's stuck. Hit the S key, Shambler. Start spelling your name on the keyboard. Brutal. Oh! Oh! Hey, he's faking out the animation, though. That's actually not too bad. He's even absorbing some of the damage. Ah, but the same thing is happening on the other side. Oh! 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 Here's another one? Is there another one? No, lost vision. Must not have been off cooldown, otherwise it would have retaliated. Alright, you know what? This is a perfect April Fool's cast. I have to upload this on April 1st. Oh, shit! Just keep fast forwarding, guys, don't worry. We'll get there eventually. Here we go. Keyan's trying again. Here come the Zethrakors. Oh, shit. Yes, the Taluses have decided to deploy. Oh, fucking obliterated, honestly. Here comes some Voracors. Fuck that Hatcheros. Oh my god. It's much funnier because there's no beacons to like tell you that it's gonna happen, so you just get fucking obliterated out of nowhere. Anyway, I really do have to go in like 10 minutes, so I have to kind of make this one faster. Yeah, this chat log is about what I expected. There was an attack. Seems to have killed a lot of stuff. Meanwhile, what else is happening? More ion cannons. Check out the modern Terran base design. As you can see, it's very modern. Meanwhile, so much money in the coffers, and Mesk is still dirt poor because he is out of the game and has been for quite a while. Yeah. Ooh, killed by your own units. Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? Got some good damage done. Thinned the herd of not just some. Oh no, I don't think they killed a single worker, but they killed all this Hatcherosk shit. So that's good. Wraiths revealing themselves. He didn't stand a chance, honestly. It's just so many ions, so little time. And I'm the one with so little time. Here come the Zoryus! Here we go! Oh, shit! Oh, fuck. Now, again, that will actually be useful in this new version of the ion. We gotta celebrate the shit version. We had to celebrate it in one giant ceremonious disaster. And you know what? April 1st is the perfect time. Yeah, just keep going. Keep going, guys. Dude, I'm 60 minutes in. Almost. And we're still, like, only 2/3. Oh, looks like maybe the Zoryusleth corpse isn't hooked up to be an actual corpse. That might be it. There was a report that was bugged, but I'm pretty sure that's all that is. As opposed to a more systemic issue. Oh, shit! Oh, fuck. Oh, by the way, Shambler was voiding his code of ethics even further there. Here come the Zoryus. Zoryus this. Oh. What the fuck? Oh my god, Shambler's position is crumbling. He's only got 4 ion cannons. Oh, 5, sorry. Ah, 4. Okay. Back to what I said. I said it, so it had to be true. Fucking slapped. Here come more Zoryus! Zoryus! Oh man, what a perfect April Fool's joke. Yeah. I just want to know who breaks this position. Does this position break? The beginning of the great spin. It's true. There must be some spinning happening. Where's all those shots? Oh my god! It can't land there! Let's see how long this lasts. Oh! Yeah, keep going, man. Why can't thumbnails be GIFs? This should obviously be the thumbnail. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh no, keep going. Keep spinning it. Amazing. It's unbelievable. Dude, who wins? Who wins besides the viewers at home, honestly? Who can possibly say that they won this game? Okay, this position is actually broken. The command center has fallen. The battle lines have been drawn. Oh, here come the sun dogs. Being revealed by the ant seal. Oh, slapped. Oh, it just doesn't stop. It just keeps happening. Wait! Oh, never mind. That was Beaver's cannon. I thought that was the Shambler lifting an ion cannon to establish dominance. Here comes the spotting with the Talos. It died. Oh shit, a lot of them died. Dude, this thing is still fucking spinning. At least execute it or something if you can't fix it. I'm pretty sure it's fixable. Yeah, there he is. Oh, never mind. It's the good luck charm. What the fuck? Still spinning. Dude, Beaver's having the time of his life, and the Shambler's just slowly overheating, sparking, steam coming out of his ears and ass, and ion cannons. I can't believe people subjected themselves. Oh no. Holy shit. Yeah. This is... At what point does Shambler just alt F4 is my question. Alright, I have a little bit of time. I just held +++ in my fucking Windows key because I was trying to check the time. Well, I hope you guys are happy that the ion cannons have been revised. They have been reworked. They are no longer this. But honestly, will we ever be able to forget this moment? Will we ever be able to forget how ion cannons, how beautiful they were? Honestly, why were they ever so expensive and laid into the tech tree? He just wants it to end, but he doesn't want to alt F4 yet. He hasn't been reduced quite enough. He hasn't been debased enough yet. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh man. Well, we come to the close, I'm pretty sure. And I think it's when the Shambler finally abandons ship. It has a come to Jesus moment, realize this is like the what do you call it? Post-orgasm realization or something? Where you realize, holy shit. Here comes the Pythian. He doesn't have anything in it. He's just attack moving with it. He wants to take one of his ion cannons. There you go. Here we go. No, you can't. It's landing, bro. You can't load it. All his hard work going up in flames. He broke his code of ethics and honor for this. As far as I'm concerned, you won my heart. I don't even know where to begin for this game, honestly. How did we get here? How did this happen? Tell him, Shambler. Honestly, he says this is the saltiest he's ever gotten, but it doesn't really seem like it. Like, I'm sure he's really angry, but he honestly doesn't seem that salty. Like, I don't know. I've seen him complain, like, type while his army is being killed and stuff, so I don't know, bro. There it is. Shambler concedes. Let's take a look at the units. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, Shambler top in the scoreboard. I mean, is there any surprise? Mesk was there for moral support. And I guess Keyan was too, judging by the way that this scoreboard shows you. Well, guys, I hope you appreciated the ion cannons while we had them, but they are no longer with us in the same capacity, so we're going to have to hold off on that one. And, yeah, enjoy this fucking video. Enjoy ion cannons. And it's over, bro. It's the end. This is the last time you'll ever see that version of the ion cannon. GG.